Hello, I'm Paul Giamatti.
And I'm Stephen Asma.
Yes, indeed. And welcome to the Chinwag. Steve, we had a dandy time, didn't we?
We did. We had a fantastic time with Mr. Bill Hader.
Indeed. We were at the Great Dynasty Typewriter venue in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Yeah,
Los Angeles.
we actually were hanging out with Bill for hours before the performance.
Jesus Christ. I was like practically all talked out before we started.
We had so much fun.
God almighty, we were hanging out for a long time.
I thought we were going to get kicked out of some of these places. We were laughing so hard.
We were actually making a lot of noise. But then we actually took it onto the stage. Yes. Where it belongs, and we had a really a grand time. And one of my favorite parts of every one of the live shows is the question and answer session.
I know you love the Q&A.
I do, because I like to really get right there, eyeball to eyeball, toe to toe, mano a mano with the people in the audience, just fucking right up in everybody's face. And
it's actually a lot friendlier than he's making it sound.
It is. It's always very friendly. But I do like that. You know what I mean? Making contact with human beings.
Yeah, and people feel pretty comfortable divulging some weird shit from their own lives.
They do.
Nice.
They do that. Yep. And asking the probing questions that are on everybody's mind. So it's always it's actually a really good thing. So we thought that we'd bring you the Q&A segment from our Dynasty Typewriter extravaganza with Bill Hader. And here it is. We could probably do a Q&A if you'd like.
Yeah, you want to do a Q&A?
Are we going to do a Q&A? I don't know.
Is there a mic?
Was that a part of the plan? Was that part of the
Steve,
whole idea?
I should also say, I also say my favorite episode of Chinwag is Ask the Philosopher.
I agree.
With Steve.
I agree.
Thank you, my man.
I listened to that probably 3 times, which is a lot for me. And I tried to catch everything that he says, and I wrote him an email, like, asking like 100 questions, and he was so sweet and gave me this whole syllabus of philosophy. And then I just bought them all, and every book is 1,000 pages.
But I agree. That's my favorite episode.
I love that episode.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I wanted to improve you, Bill. I wanted you to master Aristotle and Kant and Spinoza.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm still, just fucking watching Lost Weekend and trying to long weekend and watching. Yeah, clip like Sherlock Holmes, Basil Rathbone, Sherlock Holmes movies.
I love those movies.
That's what I've been watching lately. Is I just stay up late and watch Sherlock Holmes movies.
They're so good.
And my kids are like, "You're so fucking lame."
No, I love those movies.
They're like, "Dad, don't you want to watch like Late Night with the Devil?" Yes.
Oh.
But wouldn't you want to watch The Scarlet Claw?
With
1944's The Scarlet Claw with Basil Rathbone.
All right, there's a mic if anybody wants to, but nobody has to.
Usually takes one brave soul.
I know.
And
You
then
don't
the
have
line
to.
forms.
Nobody has to.
All right.
Hey, right on, brother.
Hey guys, thanks. Listen to the podcast all the time. Gets me through work most days.
Good.
Gets you through work.
Yeah, it does. But you did have a comment, Stephen, on the Moon episode about they'll correct you about the.
He's going to correct me. Look at this.
What's he going to correct? What
No,
was it?
you were right about Earth getting hit by a rock planet Theia.
Oh.
You were right.
Yeah. All
What
right.
was
I was
it?
going to email you, but I didn't have your email, so
I
knew I was coming
appreciate
on,
that.
so I was
You
going
want to give it
Q&A.
out now, Steve? Just give your email out now.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. What was it? I missed it. What was it?
Okay, we had a little bit of a tiff, as it were, because you thought that the moon might be older than the Earth. I was trying to set you straight.
Okay.
And my man has come to the rescue.
All righty.
Thank you.
Set straight.
You're a plant, Steve. Was like, stay, listen to us at work.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, hi. I'm here with my colleague. We met working on Ancient Aliens, so there's always a lot of hilarious crossover with the show.
Awesome.
I wanted to ask, which cryptid would you most like to be, and which cryptid would you most not want to be?
Wow.
Do you know how many times I've been asked this?
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing Bill talk about this shit.
I can't.
Frankly,
Google my name and that question.
Which one would you want? Yeah, that's interesting. Steve, what do you got?
I'm partial to the deep sea creatures. But
That's interesting.
I think that the best shot at in a real living cryptid might be Sasquatch or the Bigfoot.
Classic.
You'd like to be Sasquatch
Yeah.
or Bigfoot.
Is the specter moose a cryptid?
Yeah.
I would be the specter moose.
Wait a second.
Good choice.
Yeah, the Spectre Moose is a great one.
I
Yeah.
love the specter moose.
Absolutely. Totally.
It's weird.
Yeah, no, I think I'd like to be one of the melon heads because it's my hometown is the melon heads where the melon heads are from.
Yes.
I don't know about ones I wouldn't want to be.
Well, you've got classics like the Loch Ness Monster, the
wouldn't wanna be
Yetis,
those? Yeah, I don't know.
Thunderbirds, this
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's nothing I wouldn't want to be. You know?
Yes.
Embrace it all.
I love it all. I love it all. Yeah. Thank you.
And I wanted to thank you personally, Paul, for being a major factor in giving us Lodge 49.
Yes.
I
Oh, great
appreciate
show.
it. Thank you very much. That's really awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That was a lovely TV show. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Corey. Bill, I'm a big fan.
Wait, do you have a T-shirt with my face on it?
I do, in fact. I do, in fact.
Have you ever seen that, Bill?
It looks really knockoff.
There's
like
so
a
many of
bootleg.
them on Etsy. You can take your
okay.
pick.
Is that really?
I see
Yeah.
no money from this.
Yeah, you usually get a cut.
Sorry. I have a very important question that I'd like all three of you to answer. What is your favorite kind of soup and why?
Wow. Weird. Even for this crowd, that's weird.
See, I feel like if you come up here, you got my face on your T-shirt, and you ask me that question.
About soup.
My anxiety is going through the roof.
Oh, so is mine. You don't have to
I'm
worry.
gonna be like Keith Morrison's gonna be like, they asked her about the soup.
I
gonna be
feel
a
like it's a really
Dateline
important
episode.
question.
It started with the soup.
Yeah. It was
Not
a
to put any
Mayday.
pressure on it.
It's a lot of pressure.
It was
Yeah,
a
I feel
Mayday,
like
a
it tells a lot
Dynasty
about who you are.
typewriter.
Chowder. Clam chowder.
Yeah, of course you gotta
Chowder.
say chowder.
New England. I'm
England
from
or
New England. Yeah,
Boston?
chowder.
Wait, but New England or Boston?
New England. What? That's New England.
I had to make, no, there's two different ones.
Is there Boston?
Yeah,
There's
one of them's
Manhattan.
white and
There's
one of them's
Manhattan.
red.
Manhattan's the red one.
Okay, well
the
then,
tomato-based
good.
one.
Had to
Thank
make sure you were talking about New
Can't
England.
believe
we
this is
go.
one of my
Thank you.
fans.
Hey! Damn. Heartbroken.
No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking. I like a good lobster. I like a good tomato soup with a grilled cheese sandwich.
That's a good option.
nice.
That's a good one.
That is something I really enjoy.
That is a good one.
And I'm talking like my agent.
Steve, what do you
I
like?
guess maybe like I was going to say bird's nest soup, but
Wow.
I'll back off on that. I think just like a Thai. I'll go with
Say
bird's
chicken
nest.
noodle. Let's fucking get on with the
Let's just
fucking...
get the broad. Move the broad along.
Come on.
Bill can't handle it. Just
Come
get the
on,
broad.
we're all
Move
about
it
to be
along.
shot. It's like once they name all the soup, then I take out the gun. I just need the soup named, and then
That's all I want to
that
know.
puts the bullets in the gun.
All I want to know.
Chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup.
Come
That's
on.
what I-
Steve likes chicken noodle. Thank you.
All right. Fantastic.
Thank you very much. I like your shirt.
Hello, my name's Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
I have a question about history. If we have an extraterrestrial that lands that knows nothing about history, why would you tell them that they should know about history?
Oh, word.
Holy cow.
Dropping some knowledge.
Welcome to the Chinwag.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Chinwag's back on track.
Chinwag, yeah. Thank God. Yeah, we went fucking
Thank you
south
for
with the
bringing it
soup
right
shit.
back on
so
track.
hard.
Yeah,
about
here
it.
we are. Yeah. I'm gonna
right.
let the philosopher answer that one.
Oh God.
Yeah, we got to throw you under the bus.
I'm gonna let-
Shit.
yeah.
Jesus.
Take the soup one, then you take that.
Can we go back to the soups? So you're asking like what would be crucial information from history to tell them?
Why would you tell them that they need to learn history?
Interesting. Well, why would anybody need to learn history? Why does anybody need to learn
How do you
history?
know they're going to speak English? It's like, you guys should learn about George Washington. And they're like,
Well, no, but I mean, sounds like Shirley Temple. Is
yeah,
it Shirley
Shirley Temple's an alien, yeah.
Shirley Temple and Lance Cat. God, that alien.
She was the first alien.
But why bother learn about history at all? Really, is what you're kind of asking in a way. Like, why should you bother to learn
Well,
about
I
history
mean,
at all?
the standard answer is then you're doomed to repeat it. But it looks like no matter how much history you learn, you repeat it anyway.
Anyway,
So
yeah.
you kind of
So
have
fuck it, go back to your home
Yeah.
planet.
Yeah.
get out of here. Yeah.
That works.
Don't bother. Don't
Your
stay here.
history's our history. You see how the whole fucking thing works, man.
Just tell them to listen to Chinwag.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Thank you.
Shirley Temple.
Hello,
Hi,
my
Shirley.
name is Fox.
Okay.
Hello.
I listen to the podcast with my dad a lot.
Yes.
Father's a strange man.
My dad's a Sasquatch.
What's the best alien abduction movie you've seen?
Oh,
that's an
Very good question.
That's a
That is
really good
very
question. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Fox.
That is a very good
Thank
question,
you. Very
Fox.
good. That's excellent. That's excellent. I know what mine is.
It's-
Communion is actually my. Oh, what'd you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say that James Earl Jones.
Oh, well, I do like that. There's a great TV movie about
Barney.
Betty and Barney Hill
Betty and Barney.
with James Earl Jones, but I actually really like Communion with what the fuck's his name? Sorry,
Christopher
Fox.
Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. With Christopher Walken, that's a really strange.
What the fuck is that?
I can't believe you've been here, Fox, this entire time. I apologize, Fox.
I know.
For anything I've
I really
said.
am sorry. Yeah.
We just realized that a kid was here.
Your father, yeah.
my kid's here.
What do you, Communion's a really weird, good movie. And what were you going to say?
Yeah, what's the one? What do you like?
I mean, I'm old. I like. I mean, Close Encounters. I think
that's-
is pretty
that's great.
amazing.
That's
But
true.
what's the one where the guys are in a logging? They're in a pickup truck and they're loggers.
Fire in the Sky?
Fire in the Sky.
That's mine.
Fire in
Yeah.
the Sky.
That's a good movie, too, actually. It's pretty freaky, that movie. But Communion's the weirdest one.
Yeah, Communion's very. Is that?
Get your dad to watch that, would you, Fox? All right, man.
This is a weird one, so bear with me. It's mostly for Bill. People on Twitter a few months ago noticed a correlation between a story you told and another actor, Ryan Gosling, told about a screening of The Elephant Man, where there's a part where the elephant.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that Nick Frost told me that story.
Gotcha.
He told me that story 15 years ago.
What's the story?
Yeah, what's the
So the story was Nick Frost said he was in the movie Elephant Man, and he's watching the movie, and you know the end of the movie, there's that opera singer, and she's talking to Elephant Man, and she's being she's talking to the Elephant Man.
John Merrick,
So she's talking to the
noble John.
the noble John Merrick,
Yes.
and she's treating him like a human. And some guy in the theater yelled out, "Killer Elephant Man!" Like he thought it was a monster movie.
Totally.
So he told me that story, and I thought it was very funny, and I told it. And then I guess Ryan Gosling told the exact same story, like it happened to him. Maybe it did happen to him. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible.
But now it's this whole. I'm not on social media,
Is it a
but
feud? Is it a social
people will
media
come up to
feud?
me and be like, "Hey man, Gosling stole your story," and I'm like, "Hey man, get a fucking life."
Hey, man.
Hello.
Hi.
So, what's your favorite type of horror movie and the movie in that genre?
Yeah,
Type
so-
of horror film.
Or no,
You mean
type
like-
of genre in horror.
You mean
Oh,
like a
yeah.
slasher
Horror.
movie or something?
Like
I'm
Or
not
Horror.
big into I'm not into slasher movies.
No, neither am I.
You're not. I'm not really.
I
into
like. I
slasher
kind of
movies
just
either.
like weird monster movies. I was just watching one the other day called Frogs.
Yeah, Frogs is
Great.
great. Yeah, giant
Ray
frogs.
Milland and Sam Elliott back in the day.
Really? Like early Sam Elliott
And
giant
he
frog
is
picture.
very, very good looking guy.
Yes, he was.
Sam Elliott.
Yes, he was.
And but yeah, I like kind of just
Monster
monster
movies.
movies. You know.
Yeah, I guess I like the kind of. I sort of like the Satanist thing. I kind
Yeah.
of like Rosemary's Baby and
Yeah,
stuff
Rosemary.
like that.
That's true. That might be my favorite.
It's kind of my favorite,
horror
one of my
film,
favorite
yeah.
movies. But yeah,
I have to go with giant monsters. Yeah.
Right.
Godzilla, King Kong, all that stuff. Yeah.
Did you see the latest Godzilla?
Yeah.
It's
The
awesome.
Japanese.
Oh my God,
It's
I thought that
fantastic.
movie was
yeah.
great.
Highly recommended.
I loved it. Thanks, man.
All right. Good night.
Thank you.
Right on. Good night.
He said good night.
Good night. Drive
He
safe.
said good night. That was sweet. He's like, all right, good night, peace.
Ciao. He's out. It's gone.
He gets in his cab. All right, good night, peace. It's a helicopter. Gets that rope ladder. Just goes, see you guys later. Good night. Sweet dreams.
There he goes.
Sorry.
To balance out the Bill shirt, I have a shirt with Paul.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Wow. My face is green. What happened to me? Oh, that's nice, though.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not freaked out.
He loves his fans.
I do. I love my fan base.
If aliens came to Earth, what's the first movie you guys would want to show them?
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, the day the Earth stood still.
Oh, that'd be interesting. You give them ideas.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Here's what you people can do to us.
Hey, you guys want to try this? I mean, you could try this.
Maybe
I
wanna
dare
help
you
us
try
out.
this.
Huh, like something that would show. Oh, wow, that's a good question. Something that would kind of show them. I don't know. What would you show?
I don't know. I don't know. Nothing I'm in. I wouldn't show them anything that
It'd be
I'm in.
interesting to show them Texas Chainsaw Massacre and see what they would do. See how they would take it. Yeah, I might do that. Start things off on the right foot. Just really like, yeah.
Thank you guys.
Wait, you don't want to elevate it to like Barry Lyndon or something like that?
I would show them Oppenheimer, just to see if they could. Just to see if
They can last the 3 hours.
Yeah, just to see if they,
See if they make
see what they
it.
think, see what they make of it.
Thank you.
I had an executive. I was telling these guys the other day, and he goes, I love Oppenheimer, but can I tell you something? You know who I loved in Oppenheimer? Absolutely loved Cillian Murphy. I was like, well, he played Oppenheimer. That's not really a hot take.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I recently moved to LA and I was wondering if you had any spots in the city that you would recommend in the vein of what your interests are, like whether it's like a spooky happening or in the history of movies that you like.
Oh, yeah, we went to this. Sorry, I was just, wow.
Yeah.
I just was like,
But what should we say next, Bill?
I got overwhelmed. I know, yeah. Bill went off. I was like,
like the most normal question, and we're like, okay, wow.
I got really flummoxed. I know.
We're gonna wrap this up, I guess.
Yeah, I got lightheaded, actually. I was sort of like
the most normal,
my
nice
God.
question, and it's like,
What was that place? What was that? What was the name of the place we just were at, Steve?
Philosophical Research Society.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that place is really
Great.
cool. And then the Museum of Jurassic Technology.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are two great spots.
Those are cool places. Yeah. Have you been there, Bill? You
I've been to the Jurassic. Yeah, I've
it's
been
cool.
that place. That place is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so
There you go.
much.
Sure,
Thank
sure,
you.
sure.
Hey.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
I have a question for all three of you, and then one for Paul. For all three of you, you guys mentioned Wolfman earlier. What would you say is your best werewolf transformation in a movie?
American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
That
too.
was, I don't think
Yeah.
anything tops that.
Okay.
No.
That's
I had
okay.
Rick Baker who designed that. He did my makeup in a movie once, and I did the whole movie solely so I could ask him about that. I literally, I'm in Men in Black 3 solely so I could talk to Rick Baker about that sequence.
Did you talk to him about it?
Yeah, for 5 days straight, for 7 hours. I was like, so where are his feet then? When you're doing these, and he was very patient with me.
Really?
And then once I figured those out, I'm like, all right. So the cantina sequence in Star Wars, are you? And he was like, Jesus Christ. I asked him so many questions. He's also, when he was Dick Smith's assistant, and he's the guy in The Exorcist. He told me he's the guy, when it helped me come from your stomach. Oh. That's Rick Baker underneath with a hair.
With a carrot?
With a carrot. No, with a hair dryer.
Hair dryer.
And he's doing the hair dryer, and he was like a young
never knew
guy
that. That's
just
amazing.
going,
Wow.
But didn't Rick Baker work on you too?
Yeah, I did that Planet of the Apes movie, and that was one of the
amazing.
best things ever. Was getting to work with him.
Yeah,
no, I mean
that
he was-
makeup was unbelievable.
The makeup
too.
was beautiful.
That
in
makeup was
movie.
amazing.
He did not work on me on anything. There's no.
Actually, Steve's head is entirely prosthetic. It's just vulcanized rubber.
Steve is
Steve's
actually
entire
only
head.
this big. He's like that Men in Black guy. Like where you open up Steve's face.
It's incredible.
And it's just like,
Everybody else was in the movie. Steve's like, he did my wedding.
yeah.
He's chillingly lifelike, Steve. He's chillingly lifelike.
And question for you, Paz. Can you teach me how to play whatever the fuck that is?
Oh,
Like I want to be the third person who plays. I just feel like it'll be interesting if I whipped it out on a date.
I guarantee you right now, you could play that fucking thing better than I can. Right now, I just not. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. So I mean, if I were to teach you, you would just do this. Yeah, I mean, it's just like
It was great.
Shirley Temple.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank
All right,
you.
thanks,
Appreciate
man.
it.
All right, I think that looks like
All
it's
right.
it. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Real pleasure. Thank you.
I hope you guys had a fun time.
Thanks to Bill Hader. Chinwag is a production of Treefort Media and Touchy Feely Films, hosted and executive produced by Paul Giamatti and Stephen Asma. Executive producers for Treefort are Kelly Garner and Lisa Ammerman. Dan Carey is executive producer for Touchy Feely. Our series producer is Rachel Whitley Bernstein. Original theme music by Luke Top, with additional music by Via Mardot. Oscar Guido is our executive in charge of production. Tom Monahan is head of audio for Treefort. Audio production supervision by Jared Brom and Matt Dyson. Editing and mixing by Jeff Neal. Animation created by Alex Sokol. Research assistance by Aidan Brooks. Lastly, for more information, go to chinwagpod.fm and find us on Instagram or TikTok at chinwagpod or on Twitter at chinwag_pod.